And should be good to go. So again, I'm really thankful that you took time out of your busy day and over Memorial Weekend to hop on with me. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions and share with our team and just get some more broader views on somebody else's perspective on how they run the business, what's worked for them, and what you like to do to run your business.
Cool. So do you want me to start with my story?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So I joined It Works about, 3 years in March. It was 3 years last March. So I'm kind of getting on the 3.5 year mark. And before this business, I had just moved out of my house. I was going to UNT, which is a college town here in Texas. And I don't know, I kind of thought I had it all together because I was moving out. I was, kind of doing my adult life, all that stuff. And I didn't have a job. I was just going out there blind faith and a credit card. It was so incredibly stupid. But I had to go to college. I had to finish. And so I kind of just had this mindset of, you're in college, you're probably not going to be rich. Like, that's just how it is. So went to UNT and ended up getting a job as a plasma technician because I was donating so much that I made friends there, and they pretty much asked me if I wanted a job. And plasma, like giving plasma, is basically you get paid to give your plasma, kind of like blood, but it's inside of your blood. And so you can only donate twice a week. And I was so dependent on this income. Like, I literally was like, if I did not donate plasma, there was a bill that didn't get paid. And that's just such a scary life to live because they have to check everything and make sure you're healthy and make sure all this stuff to give plasma. So every time I went in, I was like, oh my gosh, like, is my bill going to get paid or is it not? Like, it was just so sad. So I ended up working there, and I was excited because it was my big girl job. It was like the most I've ever gotten paid in my life. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be fine. Like, I don't, this is awesome. Still lived paycheck to paycheck, realized that money goes by so fast when you account in all your bills and paying off credit card debt. And I was paying for school in cash at that time because I didn't get financial aid yet because I had to be 23 just because my parents didn't make enough. And so, or they made too much. So anyways, long story short, I saw a girl on social media. She was talking about $10,000 a month with this company. And I was like, that's absolutely crazy. I don't know what she's talking about. But I had used wraps like 3 years prior to when I joined. And I remember loving the way they felt, but I don't really remember seeing like crazy results off of them. I just remember having that experience of like, oh, I think I like these. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but I think I like them. And the girl never followed up with me. I used to pick up the products off her front porch. Like, it was super weird. And so I just said, okay, I'm going to do this. I charged it to my credit card because I literally had no money. I like maxed out my credit card. So at that point I had nothing in my checking account, nothing on my credit card to be able to spend anymore. And it was just terrifying. I was like, what did I just do? But I will say I've always had this like underlying like feeling of leadership in my bones. Like, I've always wanted to lead people. I was like in cheerleading in high school. Like, I loved a community. I loved having friends. And so I knew I was excited, but I had no confidence that I would be successful. I just was excited to meet people. And so really my first month I did really well, but let's be real. Like, I was excited. No one in my town really had heard about it before. So I signed up a lot of people, customer wise, not a distributor. I would not ask anyone about this business. Nope. I was like, they're going to make fun of me. I'm not going to ask them. But I did all my customers. I got like 17 customers in my first like 2 months. And I don't know, after my second month, everything kind of died down. I was like, okay, this was fun. I was about to turn 23 and it was coming up over the summer. And I was like, a lot of people had made fun of me. Like, they thought I was absolutely crazy. And I had bomb results. Like, I was showing people, I lost 25 pounds and I was like showing it to everybody. And even then they still made fun of me, so it didn't really matter what I did. They just thought I was so crazy. And I remember kind of thinking like, okay, I think that was it. Like, I made my $200 and that's it. And the girl who I was placed under reached out to me. She's my absolute best friend now. It's so crazy how things work. Because my upline no longer does it. But the one I was placed under, she was, Jordan, there's a $10,000 bonus on the line. Like, are you going to do this? And I was like, you barely know me. You think that I could do this. And And I wasn't a promotion place on her chart, y'all. So that just lets you know, like, you reach out to everybody. I was like a stacked 400 box under her top line back when we had 5 people on our top line. And she's like, do you want to do this? And I was like, I think so. Like, I don't know, but I think so. You're offering me $10,000. So I think I should say yes. And so I don't know what happened to me from that time frame, but I was like, I just made a decision to finally go all in. And I wish I could tell you I went diamond, y'all. I wish I could say that because I made that decision, everything just worked in my favor and I just went diamond the very next month. Let's be real, that did not happen. So that I made that decision March, April, May, around June, a little bit right after my birthday. So from June to December, like I went ruby in December. So it took me 9 months of when I joined to hit ruby whenever I was claiming diamond all this time. And some people are like, you know, looking at me like, okay, you've been claiming $10,000 bonus and now you're just now making an average 500. Like, why have you not hit what you claimed, you know? And people call me out on it. They're like, I mean, every single month I literally was like, I'm going diamond, I'm going diamond, I'm going diamond. And I never did. I ended up going on the cruise. I got taken on the cruise and there was something that happened on that cruise. And I'd say this with any event. When you surround yourself with people that are so much far advanced than you mentally, financially, like you somehow get inspired, but also part of them attaches to you. You somehow feel like you can do this too. So get to an event, you know, go talk to someone who makes more than you, who is further along mentally than you. Like, just go have a conversation with them and you're going to be so inspired. And that's basically what happened to me on this cruise. And I literally went ruby. I was so upset the $10,000 bonus was gone because it was the end of the year. We're coming out with new ones for conference. And there was nothing in January. I'm trying to make sure I remember right. But I ended up going emerald in January. So I went ruby, emerald, and then I actually lost emerald after conference. My very first conference, I lost emerald. And I was like, cool. Everyone else is promoting and I'm losing rank. And I was like, is this for me? But I thought those thoughts maybe one or 2 days. And I was like, no, like I have come this far. I was like, I am not turning back now. Like, this is the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I hit diamond my first year. And I was a little crazy, quit my job. I was like, peace out, corporate America. I had no idea if I was going to maintain or if I was going to even really do this for life. But something in my gut told me to just do this, like just go all in. And I gave it all. Like, I put everything down and did this business and went double very next month, diamond double in 1 month. And I earned $40,000 in bonuses. And y'all, and that was in a matter of 4 months. Like, December was ruby, April was double, and 10 months later went triple, and now I'm working on presidential, and it's been literally the best 3 years of my life. I haven't really done anything too crazy. Like, it's not like I paid off my house or something, but I'm single. I don't have any children. And so one of my biggest accomplishments, though, is that I have been able to travel so much. Like, I can pick up and go wherever I want when I want. Like, literally less than 0.5% of people in America can say that. Like, because of work and because of money and because of everything. And I'm able to just be like, I want to go to San Fran this week. I want to go to Charleston. I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Virginia. Like, you know, I want to road trip. Like, I can just get up and go. And I have my dream apartment with a yard for my dog. Like, I just have everything that allows me to live such a happy life. Like, I have all the things, and that's what I've always wanted. So yeah, that's my work story.
I love it. Like, it's not, you know, no story is the same. Nobody's journey is the same. Everybody picks up at a different time. They leave at a different time. It is all a journey that no one is alike. And that is the best part about network marketing to me, I think, because any single person can jump in and just go and run with it. It is all about them and up to them and how they choose to work it. I mean, it's just nuts that this business can really, truly change anybody's life.
Oh, yeah.
And I joined in 2014, and I was a mom of 1 at that time. And I mean, we were struggling to even put groceries in the house for a family of 3, let alone thinking about growing our family with another child. I mean, that was just not feasible. Yeah. And working this business and getting that extra 200 and then 500, we're like, well, geez, maybe now is a good time to expand our family. And I mean, that would not ever be possible. And then to think like today she turned 4, that's insane.
Yeah.
So that I've been able to work this business from my phone and know I'm not where I want to be, but I got comfortable with where I was. And this last year at conference, like, just lit a rocket.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, it blew it out of the water. Like, why not? Why are you being complacent on where you are? Like, you might be comfortable and financially secure, but that doesn't mean you're going to be in 6 months.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that, something major is going to strike and you're going to be at rock bottom again. Yeah. So this business just gives you a perfect outlet for anybody's aspect of life.
Yes.
I'm so thankful that you hopped on because I love your story. And like I said, nobody's story is the same. So we want to listen to other people's stories and to get other ideas from other people because it's only going to help us learn and grow. And I'm really going out of my comfort zone because I've only done this, like, this is only my second time having a Zoom with another leader. So I'm like really out of my comfort zone here.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean,
well, thank you.
Well,
I'm honored.
I mean, I have been following you for a very long time. And I love how you just come across your real self and you just put it all out there. You don't care. And that's what you have to be. You just have to be yourself and pick up the products, try the products, talk about you trying the products, and people are going to be coming to you. Like, nobody does this. And it might not be right away, but that's business. Target didn't open and make $1 million overnight and then stop making ads when they did reach 1 million.
Right.
So we have to look at ourselves like a big, huge corporate business that we are and run it like such. So what is one thing or like a 6 list that you do daily to grow your business?
So I think this is probably the number one question asked to everyone that does this business because everyone wants to know like what you do every single day to get to where you are. And I just want you guys to know, like, I went from having a strict 6 list that I had to do on schedule every single day to realizing that I lived such a life of freedom that didn't really pass over into the days that were super busy. And so what I told myself was I have non-negotiables, and it's not necessarily 6 things, but every night before I go to bed, I write down, I actually just ordered a new planner. I've just been doing it in my notes, but in my planner, I'm going to start doing this. I got this from Morgan Martin. She's one of my really good friends, and I was like, girl, I want all your ways. And so I got this from her, but every single night she opens her planner and she writes down the things that she needs to do the next day. And if you do not have messaging, following up, and growing your network in that list, you're going to feel lost, and you're going to feel like you're in a funk, and you're going to feel like you're not being successful. So if there's any really just the 4 things, if you want to implement your business, it would be messaging, adding to your market, so adding people on Insta and Facebook, following up, and then what did I just say? Messaging, following up, adding to your network. There's another one. No, I just had brain fart. Maybe it was 3. Anyways, if I think of it, I'll say it again. But yeah, those things you need to be doing every single day. Obviously, in posting and about your business, we can make that a 4th one, even though I don't think I said that. But those are the things like I do every single day, no matter what. And I know some people are like, well, I have 4 kids. I have 2 jobs. I have this. I have that. And I am so yellow, but I will be red really quick and tell you that we all shut our eyes at some time at night. And you turn off your phone. You click the little button to turn your little screen off. That is you clocking out. We are all able to clock out at whatever time we want at night. And even if you have a husband, even if you have a spouse or kids that sleep with you in bed, or I don't know, because I've heard it all, you can still turn your phone down all the way, lay in bed, and send out 20 messages before you close your eyes. You can add 100 people before you close your eyes. And like I said, I hear all this stuff like, well, my husband doesn't like me be on my phone in bed or whatever. You need to have a conversation. You need to have a talk saying, listen, I can't get my work done during the day. And if you want me to provide for this family in more ways than you can ever think of, I need 10 minutes in bed. Like, you just have to stand up and say, that's what I need. And that's kind of what I started doing is a lot of my work is in bed. I sit at my desk all day, but a lot of my desk work is with my team and charting and trainings and, all that stuff and, making content for my Instagram. And then my true work of messaging and following up is really just in bed or when I wake up. Like, really, I don't ever try to like force it. But other things that I would say that you need to be doing every single day. I was going to say this real quick. I don't have a set number. So I know a lot of people are like, well, how many people do I need to be doing? How many people do you feel good with? Because I know for me, I was told at one point to add 50 people way back, like 50 people was good. Okay. Then I heard 2 weeks ago to add 200 people. And y'all, because I heard 50, when I heard 200, I immediately assumed that that would be too much for me. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. But that's because someone told me 50 was okay. So I don't like saying a number because you know what is a lot for you and you know what is not enough for you. And if you're messaging 200 people a day and you feel like you could do more, then go do more. If you're messaging 50 people a day and you're barely getting them in, but you're trying, like you really are truly trying, then maybe that's your number for right now until you gain more freedom to do this. So pick a number that works for you. But if you feel like you're not doing enough, then up those numbers and you'll start feeling a little bit more better about your work and what you're putting in. So my other thing I was going to say was self-development. I know we talk about this all the time. But like, even while I did Memorial Day all day yesterday, my hair, I literally slept in pool hair. Like, I was so tired last night. I looked ridiculous on my team trainings, but I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I got to clean myself up. So I showered and I was blow drying my hair. And as I was straightening my hair, I listened to self-development. Y'all, I literally typed in on YouTube, self-development. And the first thing that popped up was love yourself, positive morning motivation. It's 15 minutes. Why not? Like, I did my whole head in 15 minutes and listened to that. And it started me for my day, and I'm in a great mood. I'm here now. I'm ready to pour into y'all. Like, it changes everything. So everyone normally either gets up, and if you work from home, then you can easily do this. But if you have a job, then listen to it in the car. Like, stop listening to today's music and go listen to something that's going to fill you up. Because we just did Ashley Mayfield's Zoom last night. I had her as a host, and she was saying that every funk that you get into, every time you're unmotivated, every time that you're struggling with something, it's because you don't do self-development. Every single time. It's not your team. It's not your enrollments. It's not anything. It's literally where your mind is at. And that's it. So do self-development. So if you guys are taking notes, add to your network, add people to your network, message people, follow up with them. That's like the key. It's like, you can't enroll if you do all the things and not follow up with them. And add to Insta stories, make posts, share your content, and self-development. Other little things I do is just check in with my team and make sure that my charts are right and all that little stuff. But that would be my non-negotiables.
Yeah, and I mean, you just nailed it for sure. Like, all the things that she just said is a must. I mean, literally a must. And before you hopped on, I was talking and saying like mindset was not important to me in the beginning. I heard it a million times. I heard self-development a million times. And I'm like, yeah, I've got a good streak going. I'm getting customers in. I'm really excited and I'm good. And then people start quitting. And then you have business partners that leave. And then you have customers that stop ordering because life happens. And you're like, well, shit.
Yep.
What do I do now?
Yep.
So that's where self-development comes in and mindset comes in, because then that happens and you're like, okay, next, bye. Like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't bring you down. And it's not a reflection on you or your business or your work ethic.
Right.
It is just a matter of life and business. And I love this saying, and I'm sure, all the top leaders and corporate have said it before, but who takes you to Ruby or executive is not going to take you to diamond. And the ones who, you know, work really hard and you go diamond, they might not be the ones that are there when you go triple. So you just have to keep adding in new and growing. And eventually, I mean, you're just going to keep skyrocketing. And
well, I always tell my team too, I'm like, when you click submit, you didn't click submit for anyone else but you. So why are you choosing to work this business because of anyone else? Like, I didn't join this business to make sure that my upline went diamond. So why are you assuming that your team is going to work to make sure you go diamond? Like, at the end of the day, we all work this independently. Thank God we're such a good family, and like it works, just creates community, and the culture here is just awesome. But like at the end of the day, this is a very individual business, and your work does not depend on your sideline, your upline, your downline, on anyone else but you. And even my team, I always say, like, I have tons, like I have probably like 50 people who like have stuck with me, you know, for the past year or so, which means like we have a really good bond. If those people left, like it would crush me, but would it make me quit? No, because I know that I'm rooted here, and I know that this is where it is at. And so that's where your head has to be. You know, ask yourself, if your whole team quit today, would you? Because that means you're more dependent on their work than your own. And so that's really where it comes down to.
exactly. Yep, exactly. And you know what? I hit that roadblock in 2016. I went emerald, and then a few months later I lost that rank, and it just crumbled. And I mean, since 2016, you know, we're in 2019 now, and I'm going towards diamond still, you know, and I think I've been saying that for too long now, but
No, that's awesome. Good for you.
I hit a huge roadblock, you know, when our whole organization, you know, fizzled out underneath me. And I'm like, whoa, like that was a huge turning point for me. And that's when the mindset and the self-development really hit home to me, because I'm like, you know what? Like, who cares? And like you said, you clicked submit for yourself. And you are the one who decided that this is going to be something that I'm going to do for myself. And yes, if people want to join you and you show them how to do it for themselves too, perfect. But like you said, they're not the ones that control your business. Like, you are the one that is in control. You are the one who can make your dreams happen. Yep. And yeah, it's fun to do it with other people. But I mean, if nobody wants to do it with you, like you said, are you going to quit and just stop and give up? No, because our bread and butter comes from our customers. Our bread and butter comes from helping other people reaching their goals. Yeah. And this last like 2-3 months, I've been working on Instagram, and like it scares the crap out of me. I'm not used to it yet. But yesterday I got my first customer from Instagram while in Walmart. And it just shows you that if you just put in the work, it's going to happen. And if you don't put in the work, of course, something's going to work for you. Oh, you froze for a second. Come back. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I don't like it when it freezes. Oh, that was really loud. Oh, no. There you go.
That's what I'll do. Can you hear me?
I got you.
Oh, there we go. I think we're good now. I was going to say this earlier too, because I know a lot of people, like, they'll read ours and be like, okay, you just tell me what you do every day, because like that, like I just want this, or I just want to be here, or whatever. It's not necessarily what you do every day, it's how often you do it. And so I always use the analogy of the gym. You are going to have two people that one goes to the gym every single day, one does not. One just kind of hops in and out. The person who goes to the gym every day literally might just be running a mile, and that's it. And the other person might literally come in every once in a while and do legs, arms, everything, runs 3 miles, literally kills themselves. But the person who runs a mile every single day is going to have way better results than the person who came in once every 2 weeks, even though they look like they're giving everything. And so it's all about consistency. It's not about burning yourself out and doing all the things all the time, but doing the main things every single day. And that is going to help you get to where you want to go. you know, and there are some people who might go to the gym and do all those things every single day, and they might go ambassador in their first 2 years. So it's just really, you know, it's asking yourself, how hard do you want to work and how many days do you want to show up? Once you create, when people ask me a game plan, I love it. That's what I do. I'm like, how hard do you want to work? How many days do you want to show up? There's your game plan. Like, there isn't all these little things that you have to do, and make sure you don't do this. Make sure you don't do that. Like, just show up every day and you will get there. It's just a matter of time.
Exactly. Yeah. Consistency is key
Yeah.
for sure in this business. And I mean, I think Ashley Mayfield has said it too. And I know others have said it too. Like, if you stop working or if you stop being consistent, it's going to take you 3 extra days just to get back to where you were when you stopped. So why stop being consistent? Don't get off of that pattern. Don't get off of that schedule. Life is going to happen, but that's why this business is so important and so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's key for that reason, because you're able to work this business wherever you are, no matter what life situation happening. Like Ashley Mayfield, her car broke down how many days in a row, you know, just as last month. And that could have turned everything upside down, but yet she continues to keep working through those situations. You know, like, we've had tires blow on us, and my mother-in-law having 3 heart attacks over the last, 3-4 years. Like, life happens, but this business gives you an opportunity to continue to have that freedom of time to be there for those life situations. Like, I was able to still work in the hospital. I was able to help her at home and still enroll customers and make an income. And I was still able to walk down to the lobby of the hospital and sell a couple wraps and then get a customer the next day. Like, you can still work this business and opportunity during those crazy life situations. And that is another perk of this opportunity that I like so much, because I'm a mom of 2 and I'm busy and I'm a wife and I have a house to take care of and bills to pay. So, like, that just pushes me to know that I have to be consistent. I have to get these things done. And it's not like I have to. I get to. I get to talk about our products. I get to use a coffee that's helped me lose 35 pounds over the last year and 5 months. Like, I get to see my children grow up right in front of me. And my child, like Cora, she's grown up for over the last 4 years. And I continue to be able to grow this opportunity in this business in my, in the palm of my hands. And I don't have to worry if my oldest breaks an arm like she did this last summer, or, just those life things happen to absolutely everybody. And that's another reason of the opportunity working in your favor. Breaking an arm, that's unexpected. And it being at grandma and grandpa's house, like, that's even more unexpected because you're not there. So then I have an opportunity to cover those expenses of the ER and the doctor and the cast and the appointments and the follow-ups and the physical therapy, all from my phone, while taking her to these events, while being right next to her. I get to continue to grow this opportunity. And life is crazy, but that's the joys of it, right? We never know what's going to happen. We just get to buckle down and live, one day at a time. And we have the same hours as any single person or any celebrity or any 40-minute time. Okay, we'll hurry. Any single celebrity or professional athlete, we have the same amount of time as the president or as a secretary or as a lawyer, and they get their stuff done so we can get ours done too. We just have to prioritize and be consistent. So I am so stinking excited that you hopped on with me today. Like, I love you to pieces, and I am so excited for where you're going, because you're just blowing it up. Like, I love watching you. So I love you. So again, thank you so much for hopping on, Jordan. Is there anything that you want to add, or anything that I left out, or that?
Well, I guess we can end it on this. I just want you guys to know that, for one, how awesome is it to have a leader who is still working towards a goal that she's been working for what, 3-4 years now?
3 years, yeah, 2016.
that alone shows you the commitment she has. And just know that, like, if she's not giving up on herself, don't you dare give up on yours. Don't give up on your goals. And, though, like, I went diamond in my first year, some people go diamond in their first month. Some people don't go diamond until their, fifth year, like whatever. But just know that clearly we see something in this business. And you might be brand new, or you might not even know what your vision is yet. But if you have people who are willing to stick with a company for years and years and years, because that means we've seen something. We know that we know that we know. I always say all the time that there's something so special here. And we watch a lot of people walk away, and it's not because of the business. It's not because they don't think the business can do it for them. It's that they can't do it for themselves. So don't be that person. Don't be the one to give up on yourself, because you had the opportunity sitting in front of you. I don't know if you ever seen that graphic of the miner where he's mining and mining and mining and mining. And there's gold right there. And he's so close, but he's getting so tired. And he finally turns away, and there's like this much left before he reached the gold. And that's literally what it's like in this business. It's like sometimes we get, like, I've been working on presidential for over a year now. Yeah, like 15, 16 months. And that's me claiming and rebuilding and rebuilding. And like, I'm tired. I'm like, I just want to be presidential. Like, now I just want to be ambassador. Like, I'm over presidential. Exactly. It's like, I'm sick of it. I don't even want to say I'm going presidential anymore. Like, that's where I'm at. But like, it's so crazy because, yeah, could I turn away? Could I be like, I'm going to go somewhere else? Like, I know, or whatever. Yes. But why? Because I know presidential is literally right there. Like, I know it is right there. And I just got to keep doing the things to get there. So don't give up. Stay consistent and do the things. Get happy. Get excited. Don't just be like, fat burning coffee. No, like, you need to go out there and preach what this fat burning coffee is doing for people. Like, get creative and get loud. Do lives, do Insta stories, get people over to your house to try it. Do all kinds of stuff. If you start doing those little things, everything will start coming into play, and you're going to be like, how did I get here? And it was just consistency every single day and being excited about it. So I am so honored that you guys have me on here. If you have any other questions, just whenever, you can always ask me. I'm an open book.
I love it. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do appreciate it. And like I said a million times, I love your story, and I love to see where you're going to go, because it's not just presidential or ambassador. Like, it's beyond. It's 2.0. It's black. Like, it literally is. You have got it in the bag for sure. And I'm so excited to watch you grow. So again, thank you for being on. I am honored to have you on. So thank you very much. And you enjoy your Tuesday. Don't work too hard today.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Jordan.
Bye, girl.